World of a difference when I experience someone who went through the same thing too, and they're like, yeah, I get it. It takes over your life. Quality of living is terrible. You're in pain in all these different aspects of your life, and it's really no way to live. You're not alone. There are millions of people diagnosed and undiagnosed with IBS. This person is losing time from work. This person can't intake or output food normally. When I had it, I told my mom, I'm like, I do not care about anything. I just want to be able to eat. And when you're in so much pain, you're afraid that it might turn into cancer. So you start Googling, can IBS lead to cancer? It can result in other problems such as bacterial overgrowth, candida overgrowth, immune system problems. You know, if one thing goes wrong for too long in our bodies, because everything is interconnected in the system, things are going to go wrong. That's where this endless search begins. We want to know more about it. What is IBS? What are the symptoms? Frequent gassiness, trap gas, severe bloating, spastic colon, intestinal spasms, really bad diarrhea, constipation, and can't eat without pain. Whether you have IBS, A, B, C, D, or combination, these are the symptoms. And this is no fun to live with every day. What is the cause of IBS and what is the cure? The most frustrating thing to read on the internet when we're already in pain, freaking out, stressing out, unknown etiology. So there is no known cause and no known cure. So where does that leave us? Helpless, more anxious, symptoms get worse. So what do? We go to the doctor. That's what we do, right? When something goes wrong. They're trained in medicine, so the solution for them is medicine, and they numb and they manage the symptoms, but they never cure your IBS. You know, you could take a combination of these. Never mix Imodium antibiotics, because when I did that, my gut lining was just destroyed. I had no more good bacteria, and then I started, I had to go for more stool tests, and I had to get x-rays, and then I developed GERD, of reflux disease, and I had non-ulcerative dyspepsia, which is a really fancy way of saying that you don't have ulcers, but it feels like you have ulcers. So I was in so much pain all the time. I went to the ER because I had spastic colon and diarrhea so much that I had rectal tears, and they sent me home with basically nothing and said I can eat whatever. So I was really in despair. So when they can't fix it, what is the next step? They refer you to a specialist. So I went. You know, maybe it's your genetics. Maybe because you eat too much sugar, processed food. Maybe because your lifestyle is too stressful. You need to take some probiotics. Align is really popular. Supplements, powders. That stuff gets really expensive, and it didn't work for me. So then when we get desperate, what do? When Western medicine fails us, what do? We go to alternative and holistic health. What is the natural cure for IBS? Our minds start to open up that there is another way. So at least that's good. And confusion out there, because there's so many claims about these natural cures, supplements, these probiotics. It's not the be all end all. People are swearing by certain diets. Certain diets do support the physical part of healing, but it's really the anxiety and the stress, which I'll talk about later. You don't heal that underlying issue because it's a psychosomatic disorder, then you're never really going to heal IBS. But the food does help. These diets are quite popular. Reduced, small bacterial overgrowth, restore or reseal the lining. Some people really claim going gluten-free help. I do not believe that being on a restrictive diet, it's not a free way to live. The food helps, but they don't cure it. It helps the symptoms, but to cure it, absolutely not. So you're gonna hear all these different opinions, and it's gonna be, and some of them are not gonna work because everyone is different. It gets confusing and even more stressful. It almost makes the IBS worse because you're so confused about what to eat. And I get it. I've been there. The pain, I get how much it sucks. And I get spending that money and that time and suffering and losing all these parts of your life. I totally understand. You should be able to eat normally and enjoy your life. It's your birthright. I'm not a GI specialist. And because I've healed my IBS, I can help you heal yours, and I'm going to unravel with you what works, what doesn't, and hopefully you'll gain more clarity with IBS. So I will see you there.